So we're going to start in a standing position at the back edge of our mat. So we'll go ahead and take our place and get started. Start with some easy shoulder rolls, up and back. Let's start with those nice full inhales. The rib cage expands. And full strong exhales. The rib cage contracts. I'm just going to settle my hands down by my side, relax the shoulders, easy through the knees, a little bit of a bend, and we're going to stand tall for a couple of breath cycles and breathe. I want to find that balance between my toes and my heels, and also you can kind of rock and find that balance between the outside and inside of your foot. Feeling grounded through the heels, standing tall, string lifting out of the top of your head. We're going to take those full, strong breath cycles, scooping that belly button to the spine, shoulders back. Knees are a bit soft. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, lifting, reaching tall. And I'm going to press the hands open, and I'm just going to bring them to my thighs or to my knees. We're just going to take a little bend and straighten up the legs. So I want to just kind of start waking up those hips and glutes and hamstrings. Now go ahead and lift those hips and slide the hands down to meet the floor. You can pedal through the legs. Working on the stretch down the back of our thigh, our hamstrings into our glutes and low back. I'm going to let the head relax forward. Shake the head no. Go ahead and settle both heels down. Let's keep that belly button scooped to your spine. Soften the knees, slide the hands up. Let's unfold one vertebra at a time. And at the top, shoulders back. We're going to take that big inhale, arms up. Think about lifting the heart. Press the hands open as we hinge forward. And you can stop at the thighs or continue on down to meet the floor. Now, if you're feeling pretty good, I'm on fingertips. You can also lean into your knuckles or press into your palms. So just depending on how you're feeling, that flexibility through the hips and glutes and low back. Now I'm going to separate my feet just a bit, and I'm going to bring my hands to my elbows. Let your head relax forward, and let's add a little side to side. I'm going to bring it back to center, soften the knees, and release the arms as we come up super slow, keeping that belly button drawn to your spine, and shoulders back. We'll stack those ears over shoulders over hips. All right, let's take that fold again. We're going to inhale, lift it up really tall, then press the hands open as we hinge forward. I'm going to lead with my heart, stop about halfway. I'm going to float my hands into the small of the back and think about keeping the shoulders and chest open. Go ahead and continue your forward fold and interlace your fingers. I'm going to lift and lower and just kind of move, add some twists, whatever you need. I want to feel that open through the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, and into my chest. Pedaling through the legs as you'd like. Now, I'm going to take the arms up straight, taking the legs straight, and then rest the hands in the small of the back as you soften your knees and unfold one vertebra at a time, coming up nice and slow. At the top, we'll take a big inhale, arms up, and just exhale those arms down. All right, so we're going to take a walk, shoulders back, and imagine that wall right down your back. We're going to inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, peel. So we'll nod the chin down, scoop the belly. So think about that hollow body. Sliding the hands down to meet the floor. You can bend your knees at any point. We're going to take a walk forward into our downward facing dog. I'm going to pedal through the legs and push my chest in the direction of my feet. So just taking your time, setting this up, and if you need to adjust your stance or adjust your hands at any time, use that opportunity. Now I'm going to settle both heels to the floor. I'm going to think about that really strong connection, navel to spine, and double lift and lower. One more, and then sink into those heels. Really push yourself into that downward facing dog. And I'm going to round my back, scoop the belly, and lean forward into a plank. So adjusting as you need. And let's make sure those hips are nice and low. Shoulder blades down your back. Let's add some scapular protraction or retraction. So if you need to drop to your knees for this one, that's totally fine. Right now, I'm just thinking about lowering my chest, maybe lowering your ribs toward the floor, and then pressing away. I'm opening, separating the shoulder blades, and then squeezing together lightly. One more, hold and press at the top. We're going to inhale, exhale, press it back into your downward facing dog. I'm going to separate my feet, pushing into that downward facing dog, and I'm just going to bring my left hand a little more center. I'm going to take my right hand, reaching toward the opposite knee or calf or ankle. Bring it in, replace that right hand. Left hand is going to reach, sliding down that leg, looking under that arm, and back to center. Let's take it one more each side. Nice little twist and reach. And center, keep that belly scooped, and slide that hand down, reaching in the direction of your ankle if you can, and back to center. Open up those hands if you need to. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, bring it down to your knees. Shift it back, allowing those hips to really sink over your heels and stretch out through those arms. You can give your hands, wrists and forearms a little break. Let your head relax forward. All right, let's come out into our hands and knees. We're just going to do some cat and cow. Before we get too far, let's go ahead and set up our weights just either side of your mat so that they're handy, they're nice and accessible. Shoulder blades are down your back. I'm going to lift my head and look out ahead. I want to think about scooping that belly in, kind of pressing that tailbone up just a tiny bit. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to curl that tailbone, curl the chin, and really round through the back. So let's inhale, looking out, curl that tailbone up just a little bit, keep the belly scooped, don't lose the belly, and then round. Inhale, and exhale. One more, let's inhale, and on your exhale, I'm going to round and pull my right knee toward my nose and extend that leg out and reach. So I'm going to keep my right hand on the floor, stacked below my shoulder, and then reach the left arm in opposition. Nice and long, big reach. Think about keeping the foot at hip height, if you can, and that arm reaching right out of the shoulder. We're going to take a little elbow to knee, so I'm going to curl and reset. Curl and reset. Nice and long. Curl and reset. Let's get one more, guys. Curl and reset. Now set that hand down, set the knee down. I'm just going to take a quick little switch. So we're going to pull that left knee toward the nose and extend that leg and hold. Think about keeping that foot at hip height. You're going to reach your right arm in opposition. So we're a little different on each side. So one side might feel a little more balanced. Keep that reach. And let's add the elbow to knee and reset. And curl and reach. And curl and reach. Nice and long. Get that leg out there. One more. And reach. Set the hand down, set the knee down. Take a quick little break for your wrists. We're going to add some weights. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little triceps extension. So I'm going to keep the elbow about level with my rib cage. All right, so starting off in your tabletop, we're going to inhale, exhale, pull the right knee forward and extend that leg. Now, take that weight in your left hand. If you don't have a weight, what I want you to think about is extending and really trying to squeeze through the back of the arm and then release with control and reach and pull it in. Now, the leg is just kind of hanging out back there. You can keep it there, or you can add a little heel curl flex as you extend the arm, and then take it out as you curl the arm. So reach, and curl the heel, extend the arm. One more, guys. And bring it in, set that weight down, bring the hand down, bring the knee down, and we'll switch sides. So we're gonna inhale, exhale, left knee comes in, and we extend. So setting your posture up nice and tall, shoulders stacked over the wrist. Let's take that right hand, elbow right at your side. I'm gonna start with that little triceps extension. Now, when you're ready, we're going to add that little curl on my extended arm, and then reach, and curl, and reach. Keeping that knee about hip height if you can. It tends to want to sink a little bit. 2 more. And let's go ahead and take that leg to extension. The weight comes down, the knee comes down. Quick little child's pose. Take your time, reaching out nice and long. Let's go ahead and kick this around to our hips. We'll keep the weights handy, but we're going to start off just with our normal half roll back. And then if you choose, you can add the weights. So I'm going to reach out. I'm going to sit really tall. We're going to inhale, exhale, half roll back. So think about scooping out the belly, hollow the body, hollow the belly. Bring up right, bring up left. Now hold it here, finding that little balance point. So a little C-curve spine and that balance between your tailbone and your sits bone. Reaching out. Take an inhale. On the exhale, reach it forward, nice and long. Sitting up tall. Now, if you choose, stay with your hands unweighted, or we're going to bring it in, and I'm just going to hold with the crook of my thumb. If you don't have these types of weights, let's just make sure that we're not grasping our equipment, creating additional stress in our wrists and forearms. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to inhale, exhale, half roll back. I'm going to reach my arms. I'm going to take one leg up, other leg up. So I'm just going to lead my arms here, alternately extend, 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 extend. Keep it strong. I'm going to raise at a 45-degree angle with my arms. Keep those legs right and left and right and left. Let's get one more, guys. Right and left. I'm going to take both feet up. I'm going to zip my thighs, squeeze my heels together. Inhale, exhale down, and take the weights to the floor. Just take a quick little release. All right, same idea with the alternately extending legs, and we're going to add that little chop across. So weighted or not, your choice. So we're going to bring this up. I'm going to find my weights. So find your tabletop, and I'm going to bring my hands together. You can also cross the weights. So I'm going to twist right, extend right, and left, and right, and left. Really long through that leg. Use your quads, and right, and left. One more each side, and left. I'm going to separate my weights and push it up and hold. Cross your ankles, come on down, and take a little release. All right, so I'm going to set my weights just right here next to my hips, and I'm going to lay this all the way down. So you can come down with your hands behind your knees using assistance, or come down completely unassisted. I want to think about that strong abdominal connection. And then once you're on the floor, just make yourself comfortable. I'm going to push my weights where I can reach them easily. We are going into our hundreds. So I'm going to walk one knee in, walk the other knee in. I like to start with this little tabletop position. So I want to stack my knees over my hips. I'm going to bring this into forward flexion, start with a pulse. I'm going to flex on the inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, point and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, flex and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and point, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to keep this really strong abdominal connection. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scooping the belly down to the floor. So we don't want this low back really arching. Now adding on, lower 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. Strong inner thighs, zip those thighs, and lift 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time for our lower lift, hold it about halfway up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay here, lift up, knees in, head down, take a little break. I'm gonna extend my legs all the way out. I'm gonna zip my thighs together. So in this one, I want to externally rotate at the hip. So I wanna think about that little turnout, and it originates here in my hip. So I'm using the back of my legs and my glutes to kind of hold onto the mat, kind of squeeze the floor below me. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my weights, and we're gonna do that scapular protraction and retraction again. So with this one, I'm just creating that little crook right in my thumb, and we're just gonna press and lower. So I wanna think about what's weighted and over my chest, over my face, and just make sure that you're always paying attention to holding and controlling those weighted objects. Press and lower, squeeze. So I want you to feel that little squeeze in that upper middle back. So just that little squeeze on the mat, squeeze and release. And it's a pretty subtle movement. It's not a huge movement. All right, so I'm gonna lower here. Now I'm just gonna turn it so that my thumbs are facing my head. So I'm gonna take this back and I'm gonna bend my elbows. I'm not gonna go back so far because I don't wanna pop my rib cage. So I'm gonna scoop those ribs down. Now I'm gonna inhale, press over the chest, exhale, peel, coming up, out, and over. Reach, sit up tall, and take it down with control. So I'm leaving my arms really long and strong. And I'm gonna take it back. So a little bit here, a little triceps extension, and up, forward fold, flex the feet, take those weights out, sit up tall, and roll it down, one vertebra at a time. And arms back, extend, and up, and over. Big reach, sit up tall, and take it down. And one more like this, please. Inhale, exhale, nice and long, big forward fold, sit up tall, taking it down with control, scoop that belly, one vertebra at a time down, and the arms are just going to reach back. I'm gonna set my weights down and just walk myself back onto the mat. Walk your knees in and give yourself a quick little break. A little side to side, foot flexion, extension, ankle rotation if you need it. All right, so I want to go into a little bit of bridging. So I'm going to set my feet down on the floor, and I'm actually going to take my weights and bring them right here so that they are nice and handy. All right, so I want to start with my feet about shoulder, hip distance apart, and not too far away. So you can always adjust as you get up here. So this is another spinal articulation exercise. I'm going to inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to start that peel from the tailbone coming up into my shoulder bridge. So on this one, I want to really think about this strong supported lift, pelvis toward the ceiling. Really strong from underneath. Those hips and glutes are actively pressing up. Now my legs, I don't want to let my knees fall apart. So keeping just a little bit of that inward squeeze. So you can make any adjustments that you need to now. So we're going to stay here in our shoulder bridge for just a moment. I'm having trouble with language today, so bear with me, please. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to start down the spine, one vertebra at a time, keeping those hips up as long as we can. Hips down at the very end. All right, so we're going to do that again. We're going to inhale, exhale, and I want to scoop, lift the tailbone, coming up super slow, one vertebra at a time, lifting into that strong supported shoulder bridge. Engaging the top of the thighs, the quads, the underneath, those glutes. The low back is supporting, lifting, really strong, making sure that I'm keeping a little bit of an inward squeeze. My knees aren't falling open. We're gonna inhale, exhale, walk it down, one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. All right, so I'm gonna stick with the same thing with my lower half, with my bridge, and we're gonna add some arms. So we are going to add some flies. So with this one, I wanna think about keeping a little bit of a bend in the elbow and taking it out just about to the point maybe where you feel your elbows touch. If you don't want to let them come all the way down and relax, just hover to the floor, and then you're going to press back to the top. All right, so I'm going to start off with my palms facing, and we're going to go up into our bridge. So scoop the belly, lifting one vertebra at a time, up into our shoulder bridge. Make it a really strong, high supported shoulder bridge. Now a little bit of a soft elbow, so almost like you're going to give a big bear hug. And we're going to take this out and back up. And inhale down, exhale up. And inhale down, exhale up. Really strong, lifting through those hips. Exhale up. And inhale down and exhale up. Now hold it at the top, and your thumbs are already facing. So we're going to take that little curl and extend, and curl and extend. So this is our triceps extension and extend. Those hips are up, those glutes are squeezing. Let's get two more, guys. And curl, extend, last one, and bring it up. I'm gonna lower my hips, walking it down, nice and slow. Bring those elbows down, and you can walk your knees in and give your hips and glutes a little break. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna put those two together. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my feet down. I'm gonna find that good position for myself, shoulders nice and low. So we're gonna inhale, I'm gonna exhale, peel, I'm gonna bridge this up, and I'm gonna reach those arms over the chest. A little bit of a soft elbow, a little bit of a bear hug here going on, and take it out and in, and out and in. One more fly, hold it here, 4 little triceps extensions, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. 4 big flies, 4, and 3. Keep those hips up, and 2, and 1. 4 triceps extensions, 4, 3, 2. Now let's go 2 and 2. So 2 flies, 2 triceps. Think about those arms, but we're keeping those hips up. 2 flies, out and out. 2 triceps. Woo! Keep those booties up. Go singles. Here we go. Out and curl. Arms out. We curl, extend, out, and curl. We've got one more in us, guys. Lift those hips. Little triceps, extend, lower those hips. Woo! Should feel good to come down. Elbows down. Set your weights down and bring those knees in for a nice little stretch. All right, so I am going to keep my weights handy. We are going into our abs series. So go ahead and keep the knees into the chest. We're going to come into forward flexion. I'm going to keep my right leg, extend the left. We're going to inhale, then exhale, and inhale, and exhale, reaching long, and exhale. Big inhale, exhale. Now, we're going to take one weight, just one, and we're going to pass it under the knee. So I've got the long weight, so I can grab these little nubs. If you're using some other household object, take this at a pace where you can safely pass. Keep the head and shoulders up. Now I'm just going to change directions. So I'm going to go under my other leg. Woo. And if you're not quite sure, just do what feels right for you. And under, and under, and under. One more. And bring those knees in, head and shoulders back. Take a little break, little neck rotation. All right, so I am going to start without the weights, but I'm going to have one on each side. So this is our double arm circle round. So if you choose to add the weights, I'm going to keep my palms out as I come, or my palms up as I come around, all right? So bringing yourself into forward flexion, and that's when we get the weights. We're going to extend and circle, and extend and circle. So I don't want to let my heels drag on this one, so think about floating the feet out and floating them in, not letting them drop. All right, so you can stay with this, no weights, or you are going to press out and come around, palms up. Press out, palms around. Press out and up. Woo! 2 more. And last one, bring it in. Let's take some little pulses here. Let's just take those knees to tabletop. Bring them up, bring them up. Here's 4, 3, 2, and lay it down. Give your neck a little break, a little side to side neck rotation, foot flexion extension if you would like. All right, so next up are the straight legs. Both legs are gonna come up nice and long, and I'm gonna think about this lined on the back of my leg, stretching my hamstrings, engaging my quadriceps. I'm gonna bring my right leg in, left leg drops away, inhale right, scissor exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Scoop that belly. Draw that belly down to the floor. Inhale, exhale, 3 and 2. Last one. Now I'm going to pull both knees into the chest, lower the head and shoulders, take a little break, a little neck rotation if you need that. All right, so next up is our double straight leg stretch. I like to start with this modified position, knees stacked over the hips. I'm going to bring my hands just behind the head to support. So I'm going to dip and then bring it back to tabletop and dip and back up. Now I don't want to let my heels drop. I want to lean this out and pull it back to that tabletop. Keep the belly button scooped. Now you can stay with that or extend, heels together, toes turn out. We're going to inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Keep it strong. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more. Knees in, take it down, take a little break. All right, next up, last in this ab series is our crisscross. One hand on top of the other, back of the hands against the forehead. I'm going to take this little single leg stretch as we started with, and I'm going to cross my left shoulder toward my right knee. Extend that left leg and switch. Think about getting that shoulder blade off the floor if you can. Right, left, right, left. Keep reaching through the foot, and left, and right, and left. 2 more each side, and left, last one right, last one left. Both knees in, head down. Take a little break. All right, so just, I know I said that was the last in our ab series. I just want to get one more little variation of that pass and with ourselves in forward flexion. So I'm going to bring my knees to tabletop, and I'm going to take and pass this under and then around and under and around. So I've got to reach to get it under and up and under. Now I'm going to keep my right leg, extend my left, and up and up. If you need a little break, take a little break. And bring it in. Woo, almost there. Now I'm going to go the other way. Scoop that belly, lift, and lift. Now bring that left knee in, extend the right. Almost there, guys. Now, bring those knees in, take a little break, set your weight down. Just kind of revisiting some of those Monday vibes with all those abs. All right, bring it up. And we are going to go into rolling like a ball. I'm going to keep my weights handy to add them as a maybe if you want to. I would rather you have a really strong controlled rolling like a ball unweighted than add the weights and just be kind of all over the place, all right? So we are going to start with this little balance position. So I'm going to find that little spot between my tailbone and my sits bones, and I'm just going to hold at my shins. I want to try to keep my heels close and my feet off the floor. We're gonna round it back. Inhale and exhale, bringing it up, not letting the feet touch. Now, inhale back and exhale up. Nice and strong. Inhale back and exhale up. Now you can stay with this, or the arms are gonna reach out. Inhale back, exhale up. Now I wanna try to keep those heels in by pulling them in with my heels, not with my hands. And inhale back and exhale up. And inhale back, exhale up. Now one more little layer, and this one might be a little harder. I'm gonna touch my elbows and my knees, and I wanna try to keep them there. These are hard even without the weights. So inhale back, exhale up. Woo, that one did not wanna happen. Inhale back, exhale up, and inhale back, exhale up, and inhale back, exhale up. One more, guys. Inhale back, exhale up, set it down. Oh, I think my elbows peeled off every single one. But it's that nice little challenge of can I keep those elbows on there? So just that little, is it gonna happen this time? Maybe next time. All right, so let's come over to a kneeling position. And I'm just gonna set my weights up in front. So I'm gonna start off this little kneeling position. We're gonna go into a little bit of a side kick and then move it into a bit of a plank position. So we have a little bit of time. I'm going to take my right arm, stretch it out, and bring it down. You can take whichever arm you want. And we're just gonna start off with this little kneeling lift and lower. Nice and long. Now I'm gonna reach this arm, and we are going to add a little elbow to knee pull. Elbow to knee pull. Keep it strong, scoop the belly. 2 more. Now, hold that leg, hold that arm. We're gonna straighten them up, make them a little bigger. Now, everything I'm showing you is not weighted. We will visit this again. You can choose to stay with this or add the weight. It's a little harder. And up, and up. Now, hold it here. And I'm just gonna rotate it around with the arm, bring it back. Do that again, so finding balance. And I'm just gonna twist and rotate. I'm gonna let that leg kind of spiral off on a diagonal. And back again. One more, a little spiral reach. And I'm gonna bring it down and give this hip a nice little pat, good job. And we are going to get the other side. So everything we're doing, not weighted. We'll do a second set. You can choose to add the weights if you want. So coming into your kneeling position, nice and tall, reaching out that arm, take it down, and I want to just try to stack the shoulder over that hip, and we're taking those little side lifts. Right down the side of that hip. Now reach that arm, hold, elbow, knee, and reach. Elbow, knee, and reach. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Now, hold it long. I almost got another one in there. And if you did, good for you. Here we go. Lift, 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 and lift. Try to get that leg up there. Gets heavy. One more. Lift. Now hold that leg. Now I'm just going to rotate this arm. I'm going to spiral that leg back and back to my side. And a little twist and reach. Maybe a little spiral. And back to that side. And reach. Think about reaching out that side body. And up. Let's get one more, guys. And reach. Back to center. Come on down. Woo, give yourself a nice little stretch. In fact, let's go ahead and walk your hands out to more of a child's pose. I'm going to walk to one side. I'm going to take that little stretch. So I'm letting my hips kind of shoot over here to the right as I reach to the left. And let's bring it over. Other direction, sink. All right, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna add the weight on this little pull and then the straight arm. Now, if it becomes really, really hard, and I know it's kind of hard with that long lever, biggest bones in our body, you can hold the leg out and do the arm pull down. So thinking about latissimus dorsi right here, a little bit of this upper trap as we're pulling that arm. But if you can add the leg as well, let's go for it. All right, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna bring that weight in, get it ready. Here we go, nice and tall. Right arm goes out and take it down. So I'm just gonna take it with the pulses, not too many. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Now take your weight. Ready? I'm gonna reach that arm, elbow, knee, and reach. Elbow, knee, and reach. Elbow, knee, and reach. Nice and long, and reach. Now, hold it long. Here's where it gets a little more real. Up, up. Nice and long. Up, and up. 2 more. Up. Last one. Now you can set the weight down at this point if you want, or keep it, and we're gonna take that little reach across. I'm kind of spiraling this leg back on a diagonal, and then up and over, and reach, and up and over. The supporting hip might be getting a little tired. And one more, guys. And that nice little reach, and up and over. Bring it down. Woo! Good job, good job. Here we go, other side. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall, shoulders back. And I'm gonna think about keeping my core really active and engaged. We're gonna take that left hand out, take it down, and reach. So I wanna think about keeping those hips stacked. So if you feel like you're kind of curling forward, we've got time for that later. Right now, keep it nice and open. Take that lift. Now, I'm gonna take that weight, I'm gonna reach, elbow to knee, and extend. Elbow to knee, extend. Elbow, knee. One more, and it's the straight. Up, up, up. Pulling that arm, pull. Ooh, that leg's getting heavy. One more, guys. Hold. Take that little twist, reach, little spiral, and back to that side. And taking that little twist, reach, and back to side. Keep it strong, keep that shoulder strong. Lose the weight if you need to. One more. And bringing it down. Good job, guys. We're gonna take that little child's pose again. So go ahead and sink those hips back. This time, let's walk to the right first. Shift those hips off to the left. And back to center. Hands walk to the left. Hips shift to the right. All right, bringing it up and over to your hips. We're very close to the end, so I just want to get this one little thing. So we've gotten some triceps, we've gotten some flies. We are going to do some biceps. So this one is that half roll back, but it's straight legs. So those of you who have done this with me before, we normally use bands at this one. So this one will seem familiar there. Now, if you have the weights, I'm going to hold it with the little nubs. If you don't have weights or choose not to, what I want you to think about is this flexion in the biceps. So that's shortening and really strong so you can create that tension to get that really strong muscle contraction. So nice and tall. I'm gonna think about using the back of my legs, keeping it really strong. And I'm just gonna have my arms, just elbows right by your sides. I'm gonna inhale. On my exhale, I'm gonna scoot my belly and take this half roll back. So I'm gonna reach my arms and I'm gonna curl 3 and 2 and 1. Now extend the arms, slide this out, reaching, and sit up tall. Inhale, exhale, rolling this back one vertebra at a time. Reach and curl. 3, 2, and 1. Extend those arms, slide them forward, and stack. Inhale, exhale, half roll back, and reach. Curl. 3, 2, and 1. Extend and slide, reach, and sit up tall. Inhale, exhale, half roll back, nice and long. Curl. 3, 2, zip those thighs, and 1, and slide it out, flexing the feet as we take that fold, and sit up tall. Let's do one more, guys. And inhale, exhale, half roll back, extend, curl. 3, here's 2, last 1, extend, slide forward, reach, sit up tall, and take those weights down. You can give your hands a little shake, anything you need here. All right, so let's just come over to sit in this little, not quite a mermaid, so I've got one foot staggered, other foot staggered behind. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a mermaid stretch with a twist. So I'm gonna take my right hand over my right ankle and take this left arm up and over. Now I'm gonna take this hand to the floor. For this first one, we're gonna add that little twist across, that little rotation, and then bring it up and bring it up and over. Now on this next one, I'm gonna set my hand slightly behind. I'm gonna come up on my knees and take this little twist, almost like a wild thing. Nice big reach back, and then come on down. Take it again with that nice little side. Let's take the spiral. And on this last one, we'll take that little back bend or that little wild thing variation. Hand comes back behind your hip, and we lift up nice and tall. Push those hips forward, and come on down with control. I'm going to shift my legs to the other side. So just finding that little stagger, and know, now you know that you're gonna come up on your knees, so have those knees in a position where they can. So left hand to left ankle, and arm comes over, nice. Little stretch out of that side body. I'm gonna take it down, we're gonna spiral it around. So taking that little twist, reaching your shoulder down toward the floor, and take it up and over, and lift and reach. Now set the hand down slightly behind your hip, and come up, press your hip forward, and reach. Take it down, hand comes to your ankle, and take that little side body stretch. Take it down, little spiral, reaching out across. Up and over. Last time, this right hand goes slightly behind your hip, and we press it up. Nice little reach back, and bring it down with control. All right, so let's bring our feet around underneath. So we're just gonna sink into the heels, and I wanna think about that foot and ankle stability here. So nice and tall, shoulders back. You can keep your hands on the floor or bring your hands to your thighs. We're gonna inhale and exhale, press to stand. You can always bring your hands to the floor to unfold, otherwise bringing it up nice and tall. It's a big inhale. I'm gonna step wide, right hand grabs the left wrist, and we're gonna take this nice little side stretch. And inhale, arms up and open, thumbs back. Exhale, bring it up and switch. Left hand grabs that right wrist. And inhale up, exhale. We want the palms up, thumbs back, scoop that belly in. Now big flip of the hand, press it back, and bring both arms overhead. Drop that right arm for your grapevine, and I'm gonna go ahead and reach the other arm around, and we're just gonna make a little switch. Go ahead and continue
to switch. Take your time. If you feel like one needs a little more time than the other, stay there. Last one right here, guys. Take that right at the top and then switch. And both arms down. Big inhale up. And exhale. Thank you very much, guys.